सीरीज में बात करने वाले हैं स्मृति शुक्ला जी से। सो वेलकम स्मृति टू आवर चैनल। सो स्मृति काम करती हैं अपनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन स्वधर्मा ह्यूमन केयर फाउंडेशन, जो कि लखनऊ में एस्टैब्लिश्ड है। She works with children in conflict with law, and they provide legal assistance as well as psychosocial assistance. So welcome again.
Thank you.
तो ये हमारी सीरीज है पेरेंटिंग पे, जैसा कि आपको मैंने पहले बताया था। तो हम चाहेंगे कि आप हमें हमारी हेल्प करें, व्यूअर्स की हेल्प करें, ताकि हम पेरेंटिंग के कॉन्सेप्ट को थोड़े अलग नज़रिए से भी समझ पाएँ, नॉट जस्ट साइकोलॉजिकल। हाउ डज लॉ प्ले अ रोल इन इट? सो to begin with, can you share a little bit about your work?
So, Swadharma Human Care Foundation is an organization which works with children who come in contact with the law. Children can come in contact with the law in broadly three categories. One, as becoming victims to a crime. The second way that they can come in contact with the law is by having done an action which has resulted in a crime. The third is that they become witnesses to cases. So they do have interaction with the judicial system, and the judicial system is designed in a way, the justice system is designed in a way that it is overwhelming for anybody. And for a child's psyche, it sort of affects them even more and they go lost. Sometimes maneuvering the system, even as a witness to a case, can leave a long-lasting impact on the child, which is why it is important that the child in the system has specialized legal and psychosocial support to ensure that the ends of justice are also met, and the whole journey that the child has had within the system does not leave an impact on a negative impact which is long-lasting on the child in any form. So that is what we have largely embarked on.
So to take this thing forward, I was wondering, what is the understanding of the child within law? How do you see the child in the frame of law? And do you feel that इस definition को reconstruct करने की ज़रूरत है या rephrase करने की ज़रूरत है किसी भी level?
The definition in the law right now is one of the best definitions around the world that we have. A child that the law defines as a person who's below the age of 18, and so that is one of the 18 has been set as a cutoff for between an adult and a child, and that's globally been recognized. Brain science backs the concept of when biologically and physically a child matures to become an adult. That's the cutoff. That's the reason that cutoff has been defined. But with the changing social structure, I believe that the kind of protection that ideally today's parenting has brought into a child's life, and the fact that the child is in a protective environment till the age of 24, 25. I believe the maturity that the law talks about at the age of 18 that's my opinion, that has reached up to the age of 25. Okay. So I believe that any person below the age of 25 would still fall into the category of child. Because the kind of exposure, the experiential learning that a person needs to feel, to be able to fully grow into an adult, that starts after the age of 25. Once the college is over for the child, they enter the real world. So that's my understanding.
Okay. So, ये जो बच्चा है, the moment this child enters within the law framework, तो आप जैसा बता रहे हैं स्टार्टिंग में कि कितना हेक्टिक होता है सिस्टम की, मतलब कोई adult भी, the so-called adult also has to go through a lot of trouble. So आपके एक्सपीरियंस के हिसाब से किस तरह की मतलब प्रॉब्लम बच्चे को फेस करनी पड़ती है कि किस तरह का ट्रॉमा होता है बच्चे के लिए, और कितना मुश्किल या कितना आसान है उस बच्चे को रिहैबिलिटेट करना एक नॉर्मल लाइफ में?
Oh, that's a very in-depth question.
Yes.
And also the fact that I do not have a one-point answer to this.
Okay.
बहुत ही अलग अलग तरीके की रियलिटीज फेस करता है बच्चा जब वो सिस्टम में आता है. एक तो जो मशीनरी है पूरी, उसका पहला इंटरेक्शन होता है विद द पुलिस, एंड द एक्सपोजर इज सेम एज द एडल्ट. देन उसका इंटरेक्शन होता है दूसरी बहुत बड़ी कम्युनिटी से जो काम करती है, वो लीगल कम्युनिटी, एंड द वे ऑफ वर्किंग इज द सेम. जैसे वो अडल्ट के केसेस में आपको अगर कभी लॉयर की जरूरत पड़ी हो और आपने कभी एक्सपीरियंस किया हो कि क्या है, you know what the legal community is. Then there's a whole court machinery. There are escorts, then there are court clerks, then there are stenos there. Then of course there is the judge, and there are just too many things happening. So what impact will the system have on the child? Actually, most definitely varies from person to person. So I would say, to be able to answer that question, and request everyone to just think, well, if they had to interact with this machinery for any reason, which I hope that nobody has to, but if at all that interaction had to happen, then what all would you be going through? Those emotions amplified is what the child is feeling. Now the strange part is that you are still being able to acknowledge the emotion. You are able to say that it's anxiety, it's fear, it's stress. The child is unable to acknowledge these emotions because most of the children have not been taught what emotions are. And it's assumed that only adults have stress. So why would not a child should not have stress because a child is a child. So then answering that question goes very deep actually. So the self-reflection would give you the answer to that. When it comes to rehabilitation, in terms of tangible rehabilitation, which means that you connect the child to a thread which will help child walk into his or her future, that is with the fact that we have skill development schemes in place, we have so many rehabilitation organizations which are supporting in rehabilitation. That's not impossible or very difficult, but the difficult part is the fact that for a child to completely grow and enjoy a child's childhood requires care and protection. That care and protection is something that comes from the closest guardian and a family setup. So I may be able to give the child a shelter home. I may be able to give the child food. Survival needs I may be able to take care of. Development needs I may be able to take care of. Education needs I may be able to take care of. So much so that I may be able to help them develop into professionals. But I will still leave a vacuum of a family, of somebody who's there to care only and only for you. So it's very difficult to rehabilitate in that sense. But it's not impossible. India has been a country which has worked, which has a culture of joint families, extended families, which has a culture of taking care of children in the neighborhood. It's been it's a family setup generally as part of the country. So therefore, if we extend this as part of our alternative care mechanisms for children, I don't feel that rehabilitation for a child will be done. But every child needs a family. So how do we provide that?
That's the difficult part, most difficult part. Okay, so I'm just wondering that since you brought up the point of the importance of having a parent or the guardian, even for the rehabilitation part. So मेरा क्वेश्चन थोड़ा पेरेंट्स से रिलेटेड है. तो जब मैं बच्ची थी, I must be like 6 years old. So what I would do was कि मतलब गुल्लक से पैसे उठा लेती थी, 1 रुपये 2 रुपये. उस समय आइसक्रीम आ जाती थी उतने में, तो जाती थी चोरी करती थी. लगभग चला था मेरे घर में 3-4 महीने चला होगा. फिर एंड में डर लगा, मैंने बताया नहीं, बट द गुल्लक से मम्मी ने देख लिया, मम्मी को पता चल गया, माँ को पता ही चल रहा था कुछ तो ये गड़बड़ कर दी। आई बोली क्या कर रही थी, बस फिर निकल गया जो मुंह से निकल रहा था। मेरा पॉइंट ये है कि कोई बच्चा क्रिमिनल पैदा नहीं होता, राइट? Nobody is born a criminal. So what pushes a child to go on to that path? And how can we create a space within the family environment ताकि बच्चा ट्रस्ट करके उस तरह की बातें शेयर कर पाए? क्योंकि कई बार होता है कि मन में गलत लग रहा है लेकिन पेरेंट्स से इतना डर है, इतना खौफ है कि वो बोल ही नहीं पाते। तो मैं ये जानती हूँ।
Before I answer the question, एक बहुत crucial aspect है जो मैं touch करना चाहती हूँ, is the fact that nobody is born criminal. ये statement इसलिए कहा जाता है क्योंकि crime क्या होगा ये society decide करता है, ये law decide करता है। अगर society आज एक चीज को declare कर दे कि it's criminal, like for example, I'm taking this example because you will connect to the fact. Up till 2 years back, 3 years back, triple talaq was not criminalized. So the law was passed a few days back, which is why it has become now a criminal act.
Yes.
So somebody who indulges in a triple talaq will automatically become a criminal. So crime and criminal is a concept which comes from the society. Now when you talk about a child, the issue comes that you see what the child has done from the adult's lens. So the fact that a child was, like, I'll pick from your story, a child was trying to pick up something from गुल्लक से आपने पैसा निकाला, जब आपने गुल्लक से पैसा निकाला तो आप चोरी कर रहे थे, चोरी एक क्राइम है, क्या आपको एक्सप्लेन किया गया था? अगर आपको यही नहीं पता है कि वो चोरी था तो आपने जब उसमें से सामान उठाया और मैं आपको चोर बोलने लगूं और आपके साथ वैसा व्यवहार करने लगूं जो एक चोर के साथ किया जाना चाहिए क्योंकि वो क्राइम है, तो क्या वो सही होगा? तो जब हम बच्चे से क्रिमिनल और क्राइम और क्रिमिनलिटी की पूरी बात बच्चे से के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में कर रहे हैं तो हमको ये समझना जरूरी है कि एक क्राइम होने के लिए दो चीजें बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. You need to have mens rea and you need to have actus reus. Okay. Mens rea is basically having the intent to do a crime. Okay. And actus reus is the action for having done the crime. Okay. Now understand the fact that mens rea, the child will never have mens rea. The intent. The intent develops on a lot of factors. Obviously, one of the factors amongst these is the fact that the child knows that this is a crime. Child's perception has been developed in a way that they've defined that if you do this act, this is equal to crime. And what is crime in the child's mind should be clear. So what is the wrongdoing in the child's mind should be clear. And that has nothing to, that's not a very moral way of looking at crimes. जैसे झूठ नहीं बोलना चाहिए. It's got a very moral, ethical connotation to it. किसी और का सामान उठा लेना is theft. So our understanding of what crime is and then how we take it down to our children, because tomorrow they're going to be in this world and they should be able to differentiate between क्या crime है, क्या crime नहीं है. Having said that, बहुत crucial हो जाता है कि जब आप किसी बच्चे को, especially किसी भी व्यक्ति को actually, जब आप कुछ ऐसा एक्ट करते देखते हैं जिसको आपके नजरिए में वो गलत है या वो क्राइम है, तो ये जानना, लॉ भी जानना की कोशिश करता है कि उसका इंटेंट क्या था. So when it comes to a child, it is very important for us to understand what was the reason behind them doing that act. And it is very important that we have a conversation with the child to explain to the child that what you've done is wrong because it is a crime, and then explain the child what the crime is and why is it wrong. Instead of reprimanding the child, which may be in the beginning required, but eventually you need to have this conversation with the child so that the child does not experiment this anywhere else. आज आपने घर में किया, आप नहीं पकड़ी जाती. Crime की स्पेशलिटी होती है, and it's something that my father used to say, and this is true. Basically, पहली बार काम करने में सिर्फ डर लगता है.
Okay.
जब आप पहली बार सक्सेसफुल हो जाते हैं तो रिपीट करने में आपको डर नहीं लगता. तो इनिशियली आपने घर में चोरी हुई, आपको डांट पड़ी, आप रुक गए, पर आपको रियलाइज हुआ कि डांट पड़ सकती है, तो मैंने पिछली बार जो गलती की थी वो मुझे दोबारा नहीं करनी चाहिए. तो आप जब नेक्स्ट चोरी करेंगे, कहीं भी चोरी करेंगे जाके, तो आप वो चीज ध्यान रखेंगे, लेकिन आप करेंगे. तो यू हैव टू वर्क ऑन दैट एस्पेक्ट कि वो ये ना करे. तो ये आपके डांटने की वजह से वो नहीं करे ऐसा तो नहीं हो सकता.
वो
You have to give. A child is a rational being. The child at the age of 3 knows कि अगर मैं रोऊंगा, बल्कि at the time they're born, they know that if I'm going to cry, I'm going to be fed. So they know what actions are going to lead to what consequence.
Yeah.
So they're intelligent beings. They need to be reasoned out.
Yeah.
We cannot just assume
Yeah.
that हमने कुछ कह दिया तो पत्थर की लकीर है और वो उन्होंने मान लिया, उनको मानना पड़ेगा.
Yeah.
A lifelong मानेगा. Every case is a very individual case, but largely this is the underlying. This myth has to be broken.
Yeah.
That a child is inferior to you.
Yeah.
And only when they turn 18 will they be able to sit across the same table as you are sitting. So that thought has to be made.
And then maybe that could be the way to like go through them and actually talk about these things, right? Okay, that was a very like new insight for me as well, because I was like, crime, criminal. I don't think we really understand like there's a difference, very fine line.
Yes.
And we really need to figure that out. Viewers जो देख रहे हैं, आप उनके लिए वो उनको एक थॉट के साथ छोड़ना चाहेंगे?
Through my experiences, the one thought that keeps reoccurring to me is the fact that it is very easy for us to build really strong children.
Yeah.
But it is very difficult to prepare broken adults. The impact that the child has, or the child's psyche has when they are children, that converts into belief system,
Yes.
Value system for a child, which they carry on for life. And as part of human beings, it is next to impossible to unlearn. So before those neural bridges becomes solid and concrete, we should be able to help those we should be able to support, assist in developing them in a manner that we are not making somebody weak and very delicate, and will have least, because for human species to survive, we need to have solid survival instincts.
True.
And those survival instincts are developed at that young age. So it is up to us as parents to decide how we're going to support our young future to develop it.
Okay, last question, I promise. So काफी young professionals, psychology जो young professionals are, they're entering into the field, and a lot of you guys want to work with children rights and protection. So for these people, उनके लिए आप क्या कहना चाहोगे कि किस तरह के माइंड सेट से एंटर करें, और like that one thought जो जैसे आपने व्यूअर्स के लिए दिया, कुछ स्पेसिफिक उन प्रोफेशनल्स के लिए जो इसमें आना चाहते हैं या एंटर कर चुके हैं या करना चाहते हैं?
I think it would be very wrong for me to give a thought to a psychology student, considering I myself have never studied the subject.
Yeah.
Though I've done it for graduation, but yes, I'm not a psychology master, I'm a lawyer by profession. So, but all the psychologists out there who are interested in coming to this field, I request you to please come in and commit to stay, because there's a huge need of creating a very solid, impactful response system. And there is no other person than a psychologist who can replace and facilitate that rehabilitation aspect of the child in the system. There are a lot of nuances. It's a very exciting, challenging, it's a daily learning field. It also helps you challenge yourself and question your own beliefs at time and helps you develop. So the good part is that when you are in child protection and when you are working for child rights, you get to be a work in progress and young all the time.
Okay, so thank you so much. I can't tell you how glad I am that we got the opportunity to have an interview with you. एक नया perspective मिला है, नजरिया मिला है मुझे as a listener, and I really hope you guys found the interview fun and informative too. So if you like this interview with Smriti, please like the channel, subscribe to it, share it, and contact her if you think she can help you in any ways. Thank you so much, Smriti, for joining us.